When it comes to using multi-outlet power strips, understanding the potential hazards, especially daisy chaining, is crucial for electrical safety. Daisy chaining refers to connecting one power strip into another, effectively extending the number of available outlets. While it might seem like a convenient solution, this practice can lead to serious problems, primarily electrical overload. Electrical overload occurs when the total amount of current drawn by all the devices plugged into a power strip or a series of power strips exceeds the capacity of the circuit. This can result in overheating, damage to electrical components, and even fires. Several resources provide guidance on the safe use of power strips and the dangers of daisy chaining. Electrical codes and safety standards are the first place to look. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of guidelines for electrical installations. While the NEC doesn't specifically forbid the use of power strips, it does address issues related to overcurrent protection and proper use of extension cords, which are relevant to power strip safety. Underwriters Laboratories, or ALL, is a well-known organization that tests and certifies electrical products. UL 2272 is the safety standard for multiple outlet power strips, and compliance with this standard indicates that the power strip has been tested and meets certain safety requirements. Government agencies also offer valuable resources. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, provides information on workplace safety, including guidelines for the proper use of electrical equipment. The Consumer Product Safety Commission, or CPSC, is responsible for protecting the public from unreasonable risks of injury or death associated with consumer products. They offer safety information and recalls related to electrical products, including power strips. Electrical safety organizations are dedicated to promoting electrical safety through education and outreach. The Electrical Safety Foundation International (RSV) offers a wealth of information on electrical safety topics, including the safe use of power strips. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, develops codes and standards related to fire safety, including the National Electrical Code. They also provide educational resources on electrical safety. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, is a professional organization for electrical engineers. They develop standards and publications related to electrical engineering, which can be helpful for understanding the technical aspects of electrical safety. Online resources and articles can also provide practical advice. The Electrical Safety Authority, or ESA, offers information on power strip safety. They emphasize the importance of using power strips properly and avoiding daisy chaining. Home improvement retailers, such as Home Depot, often provide guides on power strip safety, covering topics such as choosing the right power strip and avoiding overloads. Home improvement experts like Bob Vila also offer advice on power strip safety, highlighting the dangers of daisy chaining and other unsafe practices. Tech websites may have articles specifically addressing power strip daisy chaining. These articles often explain the technical reasons why daisy chaining is dangerous and provide alternative solutions. Manufacturers' websites are a valuable source of information. Many manufacturers of power strips and other electrical products provide safety information and guidelines on their websites. Look specifically for information on daisy chaining or multiple outlet usage. To ensure the safe use of power strips, consider the following guidelines. Firstly, never daisy chain power strips. Connecting one power strip to another significantly increases the risk of electrical overload and fire. Secondly, choose power strips with built-in surge protection. Surge protectors help protect your electronic devices from voltage spikes. Thirdly, check the amperage rating of the power strip. Ensure that the total current drawn by all the devices plugged into the power strip does not exceed its amperage rating. Fourthly, avoid overloading outlets. Do not plug too many devices into a single power strip or outlet. Fifthly, inspect power strips regularly for damage. Check for frayed cords, cracked housings, and other signs of wear and tear. Sixthly, use power strips with a circuit breaker. A circuit breaker will trip and cut off power if the power strip is overloaded. Seventhly, plug power strips directly into a wall outlet. Avoid using extension cords with power strips, as this can also increase the risk of overload. Eighthly, use power strips that are UL listed. UL listing indicates that the power strip has been tested and meets certain safety standards. Ninthly, be aware of the power requirements of your devices. Check the wattage or amperage of each device before plugging it into a power strip. Tenthly, unplug power strips when not in use. This can help save energy and reduce the risk of electrical fires. When selecting a power strip, consider the following factors: the number of outlets needed. Choose a power strip with enough outlets to accommodate your devices. The cord length. Select a power strip with a cord length that is appropriate for your needs. The surge protection rating. Look for a power strip with a surge protection rating that is high enough to protect your devices. The UL listing. Ensure that the power strip is UL listed. The price. Power strips vary in price, so choose one that fits your budget. Power strips are typically rated for 15 amps at 120 volts, which equates to 1800 watts. This is the maximum amount of power that the power strip can safely handle. Exceeding this limit can cause the power strip to overheat and potentially start a fire. Consider a scenario where you have several devices plugged into a power strip. A computer might draw 200 watts, a monitor 50 watts, a printer 100 watts, and a lamp 60 watts. The total power consumption is 410 watts, which is well within the 1800 watt limit. However, if you add a space heater that draws 1500 watts, the total power consumption becomes 1910 watts, exceeding the power strip's rating and creating a potential hazard. In addition to power strips, surge protectors are designed to protect electronic devices from voltage spikes, which can damage sensitive components. Surge protectors typically have a Joule rating, which indicates the amount of energy they can absorb before failing. A higher Joule rating provides better protection. When choosing a surge protector, consider the types of devices you need to protect. For example, a computer and other expensive electronics should be protected with a surge protector that has a high Joule rating. Smaller electronics, such as lamps and chargers, can be protected with a surge protector that has a lower Joule rating. Another important safety consideration is ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. GFCIs are designed to protect people from electric shock by detecting ground faults, which occur when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person's body. GFCIs are commonly found in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where water is present. It is important to test GFCIs regularly to ensure that they are working properly. This can be done by pressing the test button on the GFCI. If the GFCI trips, it is working properly. If it does not trip, it should be replaced. Extension cords can be a convenient way to extend the reach of electrical devices, but they should be used with caution. Extension cords should be the proper gauge for the amount of current they will be carrying. A higher gauge number indicates a thinner wire, which can only safely carry a limited amount of current. Using an extension cord that is too thin can cause it to overheat and potentially start a fire. Extension cords should also be inspected regularly for damage. Check for frayed cords, cracked housings, and other signs of wear and tear. Damaged extension cords should be replaced immediately. When using extension cords, avoid running them under rugs or furniture, as this can trap heat and increase the risk of fire. Also, avoid using extension cords in wet or damp locations, as this can create a shock hazard. Temporary wiring, such as that used for holiday lights, should be installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code. Temporary wiring should be properly supported and protected from damage. It should also be removed promptly after the holiday season. Permanent wiring should only be installed by a qualified electrician. Improperly installed wiring can create a fire hazard or shock hazard. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do work. Electrical safety is a serious matter. By following these guidelines, you can help protect yourself and your family from electrical hazards. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity. If you're unsure about something, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. Proper use of power strips and avoiding daisy chaining will help you keep yourself and those around you safe. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions and heed any warnings on electrical devices. Stay informed about electrical safety best practices and share that knowledge with others. Electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. By taking the necessary precautions, you can minimize the risks and enjoy the benefits of electricity safely. Remember to always be aware of your surroundings when working with electricity. Look for potential hazards, such as wet surfaces or damaged equipment. If you see something that looks unsafe, take steps to correct it immediately. Report any electrical hazards to the appropriate authorities. By working together, we can create a safer environment for everyone. In conclusion, understanding the potential dangers of daisy chaining power strips and taking steps to avoid electrical overloads is crucial for electrical safety. Utilize the resources available from electrical codes, safety standards, government agencies, electrical safety organizations, online resources, and manufacturers' websites to ensure the safe use of power strips and protect yourself and your property from electrical hazards. Remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process, and staying informed and vigilant is the key to preventing accidents. If you have any doubts or concerns about electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician for professional advice and assistance. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility, and by working together, we can create a safer environment for ourselves, our families, and our communities.